Hey all you cool cats and kittens out there, this is Lieutenant Greg Loftus. I'm here as the CgOSC Caregiver Occupational Stress Control Team Lead for Yokosuka. I'm joined here today with Lieutenant John Mallory. He's one of the assistant team leads to the CgOSC team. We're here making this video as kind of an adjunct resource for the command and for each and every one of you during this trying time to just provide a different medium to get some resources out that can help mitigate stress levels. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. You'll see us during these weekly installments referencing a workbook. It's called the COVID-19 Stress Management and Resiliency Workbook. It's definitely should be a New York Times bestseller. All the leadership has access to this workbook. If you yourself don't have one and you wanted to kind of go along through with us, please look me up in Global, Gregory Mark Loftus, and I will definitely get you a copy. So we're going to go through some of the chapters here. Like I said, the first chapter is on stress management and relaxation techniques. I'd also be remiss to say that this workbook was compiled primarily by Lieutenant Megan Camacho Belkenbush, so we really appreciate her efforts. And we also want to thank Chaplain Brady for letting us utilize this platform on Facebook. So with that being said, like I said, we are going to talk about some relaxation techniques, and that's why I'm really excited to have Lieutenant Mallory here with me. His personality and demeanor is more relaxed than the Navy hair regs at this point in time. So let's go through. So first thing, when you look through the workbook, we're going to be talking about some different kind of breathing techniques. So I did want to talk to Lieutenant Mallory here as far as what are some of the benefits to breathing techniques and maybe how we can implement them in our day-to-day.
Good. Thank you, Lieutenant Loftus. And I appreciate everyone that's chiming in right now. So as he talked about in the workbook, there's a huge amount of resources in there, but we're going to start off with kind of understanding the stress and finding ways to deal with it, and that's through breathing techniques. So we talk a lot in mental health about the benefits of deep breath, diaphragmatic breathing, and breathing that comes from down in the deeper part of your body as opposed to up here just in that shallow breathing area in our chest. And the benefits are there's a huge number about kind of calming our body's reaction to stress, being able to take a moment to breathe, to take a moment to recognize how we're reacting to the stress that we're under right now. And everyone's under kind of an elevated amount of stress. And then how we can calm down that reaction and bring our focus back to the things that matter to us. If it's family, if it's friends, if it's getting things done, if it's a way of bringing our focus back to what's really important as opposed to this kind of stressful panic state that sometimes our mind can get to. So today I want to also kind of walk through some of the breathing techniques that are referenced in the manual. And so first of all, the idea of diaphragmatic breathing. So that's where you're breathing deeper from your core as opposed to up here. So what I often talk through this with patients is that when you inhale, if you actually put your hand physically around your belly button, as you slowly inhale through the nose, that area expands, and when you exhale out of your mouth, the area contracts. So you watch your hand kind of slowly move out as you inhale and then move back in again as you exhale. And again, that breath is in through the nose over several counts, holding that breath for several counts, exhaling for several counts, and then pausing for a minute. And if you take those together, we call that square breathing, and that's referenced, I think, on page 9, of the manual. And that almost as you inhale slowly over 4 seconds, if you trace that with your finger, holding that breath for 4 seconds, exhaling over 4 seconds, and then pausing. You're tracing that inhale and that exhale creates a square, essentially, and you can use that to kind of bring your focus back to the breath. So right now I want to demonstrate that as Lieutenant Loftus is doing right now. We'll continue that and I'll kind of count it through. So right now I want everyone to inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. 2, 3, 4. Out the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3. Again through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. 2, 3, 4. Out the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Pause. One more time. 3, 4. In through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. 2, 3, 4. Out the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Now, with this moment, I want you to see if there's changes you notice. Has your muscle tension decreased? Has your mind quieted a little bit? Has your sense of stress level changed? So there's a lot of other benefits that you can get from practicing that deep breathing regularly. And there's a lot of apps and YouTube videos that focus on deep breathing or diaphragmatic breathing as a way of using that. One that's referenced in the manual is called Breathe to Relax. It's a DoD VA app that we recommend. It's very simple. You just click, download the app, and then you click Breathe. And the voice will guide you through that breathing technique. And it's something that we encourage you to practice regularly, once or twice a day, because the benefits build in through repeated practice. There's also a lot of other relaxation techniques, things like progressive muscle relaxation, which is referenced also in the manual, of which there's a lot of examples online, and that's a way of slowly tensing and then relaxing muscles that encourages your whole body to release that tension. I know a lot of people store tension in their body, different places. For me, it's the neck and shoulders. Other people, it can be their back, it can be forearms, other places. But this is another technique to decrease that stress, and so that we can kind of react a little more effectively to these really stressful times that we're all dealing with.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Lieutenant Mallory.
Thank you.
I would counter that the Breathe to Relax app, the voice isn't nearly as soothing as Lieutenant Mallory's, so feel free to play this video more than once. And yes, I really like the reference to holding tension in different areas of your body, so I think that's good for awareness too when I get stressed, maybe kind of in the upper neck, that kind of stuff. So pay attention to those things because a lot of people don't really realize, but stress has that physical component that really can really kind of add insult to injury. So please utilize this workbook. And thank you for taking the time to go through this video with us today. It also makes reference to other things that may be soothing to a lot of people, as far as even like there's a lot of adult coloring books, crosswords, Sudoku, things to kind of occupy your mind a little bit, stimulate that while you may have some extra free time here or there. Those of us with toddlers, no such thing as free time. But that's okay, because I can breathe effectively now. So I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you guys for watching. Please spread the word, and we hope that some of these techniques in the up and coming weeks will be helpful. So again, the COVID-19 Stress Management and Resiliency Workbook from Yokosuka. Get it. You want it. Trust me.